Have fun, guys.
There's an answer. The Slob 90X program. Just look at these results. In just 90 days, these 12 Slob 90X DVDs will put you on a program to weaken those bulbous shoulders and build a thick wall of fat around your midsection.
SLOB stands for slow, lazy, ordinary body. In just 90 days, I can help you become a computer nerd, a party animal, or just a plain old lovable slob.
Okay, here we are. It's Lunch Therapy. Interview Friday. Hope you all can hear me. I'm yelling as usual. Let's have some applause. It's great to be here. Before we start the show, I want to mention something. This behind me is the mountains of Japan, of course, and we're going to see some snow monkeys here in a second, hopefully. But what I want to do is I want to tell you about the Japan Film Festival, Los Angeles, is allowing me to take the stage on Sunday night to host their award ceremony. God love them. I want to invite y'all to come this weekend. They're going to be showing movies on Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday. Actually, Saturday all day, Sunday all day. They're called the Japan Film Festival LA. Anybody who wants to come here in Los Angeles, hit me up, because I can, I got an in. And I'm going to be jabbering away at their award ceremony. None of it is going to be in Japanese, so I don't know. But anyway, filmmakers from all over Japan come here to Los Angeles. Some of them are from here. They show these incredible movies. What could be better? Japan rocks. Yeah, so that's cool. I'm excited. I love hosting things. It's just something really fun about that. And this is my friend who runs the festival now. His name is Now. He invited me to do this, and I'm just thrilled. So, anyway, that's the poster. Details are on their website, jffla.org. Let's get into this breathing time now and say goodbye to these Japanese monkeys. Can we stream? It's a good question. I don't know. You can stream the movies. Hell yes. You can go to jffla.org. I should have mentioned that. You can stream the movies there, and that'll be cool. Maybe I could secretly stream from my phone as I'm hosting. I don't know. Maybe somebody from the audience could. Anyway, let's get on with the thing. Let's get on with this thing. We got to breathe. I'll see you all there at the Japan Film Festival, LA. Okay, now, Blas. There's Blas. Hey, Blas. Blas is sharing the show right now. I love that orange shirt that you have. Welcome.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it?
Ooh, it's a little bright. It's a little bright.
It's kind of bright, but it really brings out your eyes. Right?
You mean my slanted eyes? You talking about my almond?
I'm talking
shape?
about your beautiful brown eyes. That shirt really accentuates them. Yeah, look at that. It's good. Okay, so we're gonna breathe. I'm super excited because we got Aaron Gold on the show. I don't know how we get guests like this. It's incredible. Aaron is
it's a gift.
It's a gift. He has the podcast Bad Guys and B-Sides, which we're gonna get into, which has a Dungeons and Dragons theme. What could be better than that?
Come on.
And then also, a lot of you have probably heard his podcast out there, so I don't need to we'll talk about it. It's Commando Friday. Commando means you don't wear underwear, right? Isn't that what it means?
That's what it means.
That's what it means.
And
so
I'm not wearing.
None of us are wearing underwear. And
just free
that
ball.
brings out your orange eyes. What do you see? Do you know about chakras, by the way?
Yeah.
class?
Yeah.
Tell me about it. Tell
That's
me.
what you write on a blackboard with, right?
Yes. You know what? I thought of this hilarious joke that my German teacher used to have when we were at Woodway High School in Edmonds. She used to give 2 people in the class erasers. One of them, one of them like a really big eraser, one of the little ones, and then she'd say, "It's erase." That's good, isn't it? I mean, it takes a little while. Maybe but she'd say it's erase, and then, that way she got them to erase the chalkboard, and that was really fun. There was the laughter. Weird, eerie
Holy
laughter.
Moses.
That was pretty creepy.
Yeah, I liked it though. We gotta breathe, baby.
Yeah, I gotta breathe. I'm so excited. I can't even stand it.
Yeah, because it's gonna be a fun show. Aaron's gonna be fun.
Aaron's in the green room with Boney. I don't know whether Boney's... it's the usual thing. Boney's trying to serve him weird delights. Okay, so I'm gonna bring on healing vibrations here. They've got this chakra bowl. It's the chakras, which I did not explain. They're all these zones in our body that go from bottom to top. They have different colors, different sounds, and you want to keep this channel open. So there are certain sounds that will actually help you open the channels, and the more open the channels are, the closer you are to enlightenment, the closer you are to overall health. That's the theory, at least, and I believe it.
I love that. I love that. I love sound. I love vibrations. I love anything that's gonna take your mind to a place that's helping you be well.
Yeah.
It's good. That's good stuff.
All right, we're gonna breathe, and we're gonna listen to. I'm just going to do the breaths. I'm not going to say anything because there is actual audio to this thing. And we're just going to see how this makes us feel. Boys got to breathe. All my chakras are brown. Is that the root chakra? It's kind of orange.
That's not a good color.
Welcome to our Theta Wave Root Chakra Attunement Guided Meditation.
Okay, just take it in. I'm going to crank
Theta
this
waves
baby.
are the waveform that brings us into deep relaxation. This is the wavelength our brains switch to when we're deep in meditation or dreaming in REM sleep.
In through the nose, out through the toes.
We recommend using headphones for this meditation.
Hold it.
So take a moment to grab some if you need to.
Let it go.
All right. It's time to make yourself comfortable. Close your eyes.
Oh, Friday's the show.
And we'll begin our experience.
In through the nose, out through the toes.
This meditation was designed to bring attunement to your root chakra.
Let it go.
By slowing your brainwaves to the theta state. This form of subconscious awareness will allow you to deeply focus on your root chakra and allow this power center to slow down, relax, and bring you a deeper connection with this area of your body. Let's take a comfortable breath in as we integrate these binaural theta waves into our body and mind.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Breathe in and release. This is a 258 Hz crystal singing bowl C note, and is believed by many to be directly connected to the root chakra.
I feel good.
Though
Do you
this
feel good?
particular root chakra tone isn't like most, have you noticed a difference?
Yeah.
Take a moment to listen. Do you hear that rhythmic pulsing in your ears? What if I told you that this rhythm, or beat as it's called, doesn't actually exist? That the sound you're hearing is created by your own mind? Let me show you what I mean. I want you to lift the right speaker of your headphones off of your ear so that you may only hear the left side. Did you notice how the pulsing effect has stopped? Okay, now place it back down again. And now move the left speaker of your headphones off of your ear, so that you may only hear the right side. Did you notice again how the pulsing effect stopped?
Okay, that is so trippy. I don't know if you felt that weird like wobble sound go away. Sorry to pull us out of that so quick because we got to get on with the show. And if you want,
That didn't hypnotize me, did he? I'm gonna go do something crazy later on. Am I, Joe? Am I gonna do something crazy later?
I feel so good right now, but I'm sorry for taking us out of that. I'm sure people are like, Marshall, what the hell is wrong with you?
It was a little abrupt.
But we got to get on with the show, and I think we were going to all go into like some kind of alpha state, and I think that it probably, anytime you can go over to Healing Vibrations, Travis Schumacher, the fellow there with the bowl, he will take care of you anytime you want. Bloss was totally in the zone. Yeah, he will.
I'm sure he will.
He will.
You did something to me, man. I feel like
you can get up there to Seattle, Washington. You could do you can actually get him to come and do like a show in your house too. I think if you got the cash.
He does the
whole bowl. Yep, you can get in the bowl. All right, so we're gonna get on with this. I'm gonna bring Aaron Gold.
Let's go.
I'm gonna bring you on
y'all.
later.
Hummingbirds.
And let's get into this thing. All right, it's Interview Friday. Oh, yeah, this is going to be good. And here he is. Aaron Gold, yes.
I'm still in bowl zone.
Oh, yeah, I know. I'm so sorry that I had to pull everybody out of this bowl zone. I didn't realize we were going to go so deep, but that's what we do on this show.
We go deep into the bowl zone.
We do. We go right into the bowl zone. I hit the bull's eye.
Very relaxing.
Yeah, wasn't it? Totally hit the bullseye on that one. It's so great to have you on the show. Welcome to Lunch Therapy.
So great to be here. Is this not actual therapy?
This is actual therapy, and
Oh, great! I got some stuff with my dad to work out.
Okay, let's do it. I of course am not a licensed therapist. I'm a complete hack. I am a stand-up comedian, but stand-up comedy is a therapy in itself. So I feel like I'm practiced in the dark arts of stand-up comedy.
I thought you were going to say the dark arts of therapy, confronting your own demons.
It is kind of a dark art, isn't it? I mean, you never know what's going to happen. You never know. We could just totally not even be able to function after this. But I think, let's try and go through it, go through the darkness, and come out to the other side into the light, right?
I did it.
You did.
All my problems are gone.
Oh my God, it feels good, doesn't it?
That was so easy.
Totally. Oh, Just Jay Comedian says, welcome, Aaron. She's all the way from Kansas City. She was out there. Everybody's really, friendly.
Oh, hello, all you friendly people.
Yeah, these are the hummingbirds. We say hoy, hummingbirds. Anytime they can ask us a question, they can ask you a question. They could even give you like a suggestion, like a keyword, and then you'd have to go off on like a whole riff, All
right,
so let's get ready for this. Let's get ready for this thing. Okay, first of all, I want to ask you. This is one of the most interesting things that I came across studying Aaron Gold, and that is the show called "You Are Not Alone," an uplifting show about depression. That just seems sort of antithetical, if that's a word.
It does, doesn't it?
Yes.
And yet here we are on next Saturday. If any of you are in New York, we will be having our 8-year anniversary at the Magnet Theater. Yeah, this show I co-started a while ago, and it's grown into its own wonderful thing. We're now teaming with a group called NAMI NYC, which strives to bring affordable mental health treatments to the masses.
Oh my God, we're in the same business.
Hell yeah!
We're in the same business.
Demons!
Woo! Yeah, so maybe you can tell us, like, it's an improv show? Improv?
It is. God, the delayed scream is
I
worse
like
than
that.
a regular scream.
that. We got new sound effects. Yeah.
So what it is comedians, poets, storytellers share a small little piece about their journey with mental health, and that inspires tension-breaking improv. And then we kind of go back into another monologist, more improv, another monologist, more improv. And just the whole goal has always been to normalize talking about mental health, making it not as taboo a subject. And because everybody involved with the show has had their lives in some way affected by mental health, which means anybody in the fucking world he qualifies to be a part of the show.
I want to ask you this, since we're both therapists.
Yes.
Do you think sometimes, I feel like I'm depressed, but then I think, am I really depressed, or is it another kind of, is it another emotion like anxiety or fear, or, you know what I mean? Like how do you identify if you're actually depressed, or if maybe that helps break it down, like what am I exactly feeling so I can address this? What do you think about that?
Well, I have both depression and anxiety, so it's for me, it's a coin flip. But I feel like the difference is, I heard that depression is focusing too much on the past. Anxiety is focusing too much on the future, on what's to come, versus what has already occurred. And that's a good way I use to ground myself in what I'm thinking and feeling at the moment.
Wow, I like that. Yeah, so that's the thing too that we're really interested here on the show is how can we keep our mind right? How can we keep performing at a high level in spite of things like depression or things that are fears or anxiety or things like that. Do you use anything like chakra bowls, meditation, hiking, anything to keep your mind right?
I'll meditate. I'll go on walks. I'm also on medication. But I found, especially when I'm working with a group of people, full on just saying to them, hey, heads up, I'm having a downswing of a day today. Or I'm feeling really anxious today. And sharing that with the people that I work with and trust and can make jokes with makes it so much easier. It's truly the mentality of you are not alone, that talking about it makes it way easier to deal with, and not lying to yourself about what you're going through.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you just need to admit it and then take a moment.
I think for me, one of the most difficult things with psychological struggles that I have had, especially when I was younger, was that I never talked to anybody about it. I mean, not even like a therapist. Like I never even talked to a friend about it. It just was something I felt like I just needed to hide away, or something's wrong with me. Like I just felt like something was wrong with me, and I was just going to have to deal with it.
That's the thing. I think becoming an adult who deals with this kind of stuff is about learning that, okay, something is wrong with me, but something is wrong with everybody.
Yeah.
And if we just talk about it, then okay, it's not as bad. It's the isolation that really kills you. Yeah,
it's the isolation, and also the feeling that there's no solution. Like this is just the way I'm going to be forever, and I'm just going to have to like hide it under the rug and make sure nobody notices it, and not talk to anybody about it, because I will feel like I'm weak, and they will like see that I'm weak and take advantage of that. I mean, seriously, that's kind of the thought process.
That makes a ton of sense.
Yeah.
I feel like the older I get, the more I find that like there is no weakness in admitting pain or admitting struggle or speaking to any of that. there's weakness in lying to yourself
Yeah.
about not going through these things.
The strong part is actually saying it to somebody, you know?
Yeah.
I know also
Honesty helps. Communication helps.
Communication helps. And actually, amazingly enough, a lot of these things dissipate when you put them out into the light. You know what I mean? When you put it out there for people to see, then it's like, the other person's like, oh yeah, that happens to me too. That's so weird. Yeah, isn't it? I usually, do this or I do that. And all of a sudden you're in this, you feel like you're part of a community rather than a part of the island, the isolated island of one.
100%. And also
Yeah.
I feel like if anybody would then say to you like, oh, you do that, or you're being a pussy or whatever, it's like, oh, great. Thank you so much for letting me know that you are an asshole. You've saved me so much time and so much effort I was taking into weighing your opinions.
Yeah.
Now I know I don't have to.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That people do reveal themselves. And sometimes when you're trying to get better, you do pull in that kind of, people are like, people say it's like crabs in a barrel, They're like, they see you getting better and they're like, somehow it's a reflection on them and they try and like dissuade you from doing that, which seems so weird. But
wait,
it's
hold
something
on.
that you find.
What is crabs in a barrel?
Oh, that's like a saying. The crabs
Is
in a
it?
barrel. Yeah. It's like, oh, those people are a bunch of crabs in a barrel. Meaning, I guess crabs when they're in a barrel. I've never had crabs. Have you ever had crabs in a barrel? I've had crabs. But never
I've
crabs
had
in a barrel.
crabs and I've seen barrels. Never have the two met.
So,
in my life.
they're in there. I guess if you're like a crab fisher, I don't know how they came up with this. You're a crab fisherman, you're out there, you get a bunch of crabs, and you're like walking home, and you don't have to put a lid on it because when the crabs try and crawl out, they will pull each other down.
Oh.
See, that's the visual, and then you get it. They're like all trying to stay in the barrel.
Crabs are assholes.
I know, that's the thing about crabs. That's why we have the phrase crabby. We don't have, usually when we have crabs in a phrase, it's not positive.
And it's also why we have the phrase crabs don't unionize.
We totally do. Okay, I got to see comments on this.
Sure.
True, Joel. Admitting pain and struggle is opposite of weak. Christine Stoddard, welcome to Lunch Therapy. Could you talk about how audience members have responded to Yana? Oh, there's a question. Yeah, tell us how they have responded to this.
It's been going for 8 years now, and a lot of it has been people coming up to me afterwards saying thank you because they needed to hear that, or something someone said resonated in a deep and true way to them.
Yeah.
And the fact that we're doing improv, not ever recreating or making fun of what the person's talking about, but just kind of letting it inspire whatever scenes may be, letting the tension then break. It's cathartic because now we're all in a room laughing together.
Yeah.
So for the most part, I've never gotten a negative review of
it's exactly what we were talking about. Is the person who's up there sharing with a room. And so even if people don't want to share their own experiences about whatever anxieties or depression or whatever they're having, even if they're not sharing, there's somebody just publicly sharing it, and it makes them feel like all of a sudden like, oh, wow, this is not just me. Right?
Yeah, feeling seen.
I love that.
Feeling seen while doing scenes.
Yeah. Christine says one crab tries to get to the top of the barrel by pushing the others down. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's so she's heard that. I didn't just make that phrase up. I mean, it would be embarrassing if I was like, everybody knows that phrase, crabs in a barrel, and they didn't. And they're like, you're crazy.
Whenever I hear anything that's odd, I always assume I'm the one who doesn't know.
You do. Yeah.
And more than that, I assume everyone else knows and is talking about how I don't know.
Yeah. That's part of that thing.
I've mentioned that I have anxiety, right?
That's totally part of it. Part of the anxiety. I know that feeling. I always think people know more than I do.
Oh, yeah.
They definitely know more, especially about life. They know, and how life works. They know totally more about it.
Unless it's about the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I assume they know more than me.
I wonder if there's something that I'm an expert on as well. Okay, so I want to just show like a weird clip of yours because you're a really funny guy. And
thank you.
I'm going to show this one called "You're the Pest." I don't know what it is, but I love the timing and the whole thing. Here we go.
Stuart,
We hear you're in the market for an extra set of hands.
We got them.
That's right. And experience with bugs.
Bugs!
We got it.
We got it.
No worries.
No worries. Okay.
Alex, please. Well, I could use a haircut. Yes, thanks, guys.
Sure.
And you're sure you've got it?
No problem. You guys have fun.
Just okay.
Time for phase 3.
Time for phase 3. When was phase 1?
All right. Yeah, I love that. What is that?
that is from a web series called You're the Pest. The redhead who you saw in there wrote and also starred in it. Her name's Taylor Coriel, incredibly talented woman. Has been on the blacklist multiple times. Always, whenever Taylor says, "Hey, I'm doing this project," and calls me in, I'm there. She's brilliant. And I also love playing with Kevin Sebastian, who is in that scene with me. He's a delight and has been on, I think, every TV show ever. I think that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay. So what is your background as far as comedic acting, and how did you come to acting? Were you a comedian first, or what? Tell me your path of how you got to, because you obviously have skills.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
When I was 16, I started doing improv after seeing it on Whose Lines It Anyway. And I was like, oh, okay, this is the most fun thing in the world.
Yeah.
And
Improv.
nothing else can live up to this. And from that moment on, my entire life has been dedicated to being able to make a living, supporting myself, my friends and family by just having fun.
Yeah.
And from there, I went into acting. And dramatic acting is also lovely. I have a great time with that, but fucking around on stage with friends is the sweet spot for me.
That's your thing. That's cool.
Yeah.
So people in the show, people do monologues about, they're probably really serious.
Often, I work with them on tailoring the monologues to make them right for the show.
Yeah.
So they'll very often get into serious and deep territory, but it is an uplifting show.
Yeah.
So we try to always end them with some degree of positivity or hope, and also have some degree of, self-effacingness. Because this is a show, and the goal is to entertain while also creating that empathic connection.
How do you then, so they're not written sketches in between the monologues. So how do you, what prompts the improv? Like, do you have some kind of take suggestions from the audience, or what do you do?
So I tell the improvisers in You Are Not Alone before the show starts every month, if the audience can't see how you got inspiration for this scene, I'm fine with that. Like, the improv can just be improv. The improv is just there to make people laugh and have a good time. If it's, oftentimes someone will just pull an odd turn of phrase, or just a kind of a moment and put it in another context. Great example. I remember once somebody mentioned how they felt like a fish out of water. So I played a fish on a blind date.
So, so you take it off the monologue. You're like, you all listen to the monologue, and then somebody comes out and just like, oh yeah. And then just riffs on whatever the person said, just something that might be in it.
Yeah,
and then you go with it. And what is your technique for improv? Did you ever have like a, like when you took classes, like were you viola spolin or some kind of specific improv technique that you do?
Oh man.
I put you on the spot?
Yeah, no, I don't talk about my process.
I know, this is therapy. We go deep, dude. We go deep.
I did the full UCB program, and I've done the full magnet program.
Wow.
And
UCB, just so people know, is Upright Citizens Brigade. And you did that in New York?
I did that in New York. I've been doing improv for 16 years. My first improv teacher at UCB was Bobby Moynihan. and I had known him from a Derek comedy sketch that he had done years prior, and was just elated when he walked in. But I like just responding truthfully, very much like regular acting, just responding truthfully to the given circumstances, because I have a firm belief that everybody is fucking weird. Like, if you just allow yourself to react how you want to react, how the natural way it feels to react, we will see you and you're weird. And that's great, because no one's that kind of weird too.
That's so great, because the comedy comes out of people's point of view, really. Because everybody's got a different point of view. And like, you're like, oh, I never saw that point of view before. And if they're really engaged in like going after what they want in the scene, a lot of comedy can come out of that, especially in absurd circumstances. I agree with you on that. You know, like, I think probably things usually go wrong when the person's up there trying to get laughs, which I think is probably true with stand-up as well. With somebody in stand-up is really trying to, like, you know, figure something out with the audience, that's usually funnier than someone saying, oh, I think this is going to be funny, I'm going to say it, and see if anybody laughs. Yeah.
I forget who the teacher was that broke this down for me, but they explained the difference between a head laugh and a body laugh. A head laugh is like, ha, yeah, I get that. That's, oh yeah, that is like that. A body laugh is like an inside joke. It's something that you can't write for, you can't plan for. It's just so true. Yeah. And it resonates with you that you can't tell anyone who wasn't involved with it why it was so funny. But
it's almost
really
like
good
shocking.
Improv is body laughs.
It surprises you. A body laugh will surprise you.
Yeah.
A head laugh will be like, oh, I get it. Haha, that's funny. Or you might even say, that's funny. You know?
Yes.
but the body laugh is like, oh, you got to.
Every comedian loves hearing.
Yeah. I love
no
that.
laughter, just that's funny.
Yeah, that's funny. You look like you're having fun up there.
Oh my God, what an awful thing to say.
That's always my favorite one. All right, so let's see. I'm gonna do another one here. This is here we go. I'm not even gonna set it up because I don't even know what it is.
Okay. Yeah, I felt right in. Wait, you paid $5 for foam?
Guys, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm gonna miss you guys at my house every morning.
But what is this?
Put it down.
You guys can all leave, but keep it. Look what you did.
Yeah. What is that now? Is that a commercial? Is that a sketch? What is that?
Yeah, that was a commercial for. Yeah, they aren't paying me anymore, so I'll just leave the company name off. But yeah. That was a commercial that they allowed me to do some improv in, and I like it. Whenever I'm on set and someone goes, "Okay, Aaron, go have fun with this take," I'm always like, yeah, this is probably why you hired me. Time to fuck around.
On your website, you say you're a mix between Chris Pratt and Seth Rogen.
Yes.
I'm going to throw in another person, Diedrich Bader. You know who Diedrich Bader is? He's a hilarious guy. He's been in a ton of stuff.
He was on Drew Carey's show. He was in Dynamite. Yeah.
I feel
I'll take that. I'll wear that very proudly. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a good one. Here you are playing a witch.
No, it's double toil and treble, not triple dripple foil and nip. Oh, welcome back to Nickel Treats. On the line, we've got Kathy from Idaho. Kathy, are you ready to play? Has anyone seen my Eye of Newt? It should be attached to my Rest of Newt.
Oh, hey, it's me, Mac the Mummy. I got so excited I came a little unraveled, dudes. But don't worry about me. I got it under wraps.
Yeah. That looks like fun.
That was an absolute blast to shoot. That was for The Splat, which is Nickelodeon's throwback channel.
And so cool.
Yeah, I love any chance to really play with my voice and do something different.
Yeah.
And boy, was that a fun day on set.
How did you get that job? Did you audition for it, and what happened?
I auditioned for it, and as I will tend to with things, if they will say, if in the audition room, or just in case they say, and have fun with this one,
Yeah.
that now means to me like, okay, great, I can improvise. Or in cases like this, a couple jokes that I had pre-planned, I
That
know
was
I was
all
free to do.
improvisation. That all those funny things that you were saying.
Triple dripple foil and nipple.
That was good.
And Eye of Newt should be attached to my rest of Newt. Were
Yeah,
both
that was great.
lines I had come up with for the audition and got me cast.
Wow. So, were you auditioning for the witch, or did they say we want you to be a witch and a mummy?
I was auditioning for all of them. I was a witch, a mummy, and also a bat.
Oh man, that's great.
In a full-on bat costume.
I love
speaking
that.
like this, you know.
Oh yes, we have that guy on our show
Transylvania.
too. We have the same guy
Oh, do
on
we?
our show. Yeah, he's called the Bat. He's one of my
Well, there's a reason for that.
co-hosts. Yeah. Yes, maybe you are him. I've never seen you guys together.
Yeah,
So it's
we've never
very
been in the same room
possible
at the
you
same
could
time,
be.
so
Yeah. All right, so I want to get on with this more because you've got more stuff going on. And okay, so Bad Guys and B-Sides is your podcast.
Yes.
I've been listening to it. It's very funny, very unusual. I'm not sure I understand the genre, but I'm really digging it. And I don't even know how you do it. It's one of those things like, how do they do this? I don't even know what the heck. Yeah, he's the Bat. He is the Bat. We've revealed it on the show. Aaron Gold is the Bat. Yes, I know. It was weird. I thought it was somebody else, but it is. Okay, so we got a round of applause. Blas has these sound effects that he's putting in here occasionally. I don't know if they work. I think they're getting sound canceled.
I'm hearing them.
I'm hearing them. I'm like, what's that? Is that a baby?
Okay, I haven't heard that one, so maybe that's something going on in your brain.
There it is. I was like, somebody's got a bird or something.
If that's a baby, go to a doctor right
Yeah,
now.
get that kid to a doctor. Okay.
Jesus.
Bad Guys and B-Sides. Oh, no, now I get it. Now I really
That's
get it.
all right. That's a haunted baby.
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds more like a decoration that you have when
It's-
Halloween's around. One of those
yeah.
giggling witch
I've
things.
got one of those for my raccoons because we have a little pond outside and they like to go inside. They like to eat the fish. And now we've got this little thing that sits by there and does that whenever they come by. Yeah.
Holy crap.
By the way, it doesn't work. Doesn't work.
Or the raccoons are really good with electronics and disabled it.
Yeah, they're down there like dancing
They're
around.
clever.
They're clever. Raccoons are
Yeah.
smart. Maybe you're scared them the first time, and then they're like, "Oh, it's that thing Joel put out here."
Yeah. Oh, we know Joel. We're
You
raccoons.
know Joel. God, of course he's
Yeah.
gonna do that. Joel
Classic
does that all the
Joel
time.
over there.
Okay. Bad Boys and B-Sides. is a
Bad Guys,
podcast or Bad Guys. Sorry, Bad Guys and B-Sides. I probably spelled it wrong somewhere. But tell me. So, first of all, how did this come about? And second of all, what is the Dungeons and Dragons component? And go.
All right. So Bad Guys and B-Sides is the story of a band on tour, on their very first tour, and then magical, mystical things happen to them.
Yeah.
We use Dungeons and Dragons to tell this story. I play the band's emo kid and guitarist.
Yeah.
So basically, when we want to try to do something, there's a roll of a dice, and that determines whether or not we were successful, and if so, by how much. A natural 20 is a complete success. Everything goes perfectly. Natural 1 is a complete failure. Everything goes wrong, and all the numbers in between are some gradient of that.
So do you improv this? Or how do you guys do this? So the whole thing's improv, and do you actually roll a dice?
Yes.
You really do. So that's part of the improv. You roll the die, and then it's like, okay, we know it's a 1. It's a 20-sided die, and it's a 1, and all of a sudden you're like, that's really bad. Something really bad's gonna happen.
And our DM or DJ for our purposes is Harry Bainbridge, and he's the only one that has like an idea of a grand story that's going. The rest of us are just learning it as you hear it. We are truly along for the ride. And we will often do things that Harry hadn't planned on, so he's got to then adjust whatever story he was going for in his mind to the way that we then play things out.
Do you then mix it later on, or do you just improvise the whole thing and then say, that's the show?
So we improvise the whole thing, and then I do a little bit of the editing, but most of the editing is done by Luke Allen at Silver Sound Studios. This is an Emmy Award-winning editing team. Luke is a fucking wizard. The amount of effects and music that he adds in.
Sounds great.
Because the whole thing is a big love letter to music as well.
Yeah.
We have
the B-sides, the whole B-sides part of it.
Yeah. We have like music taking magical effect in the whole of the story. And in the first season, everybody in the band represented a different genre of music.
Yeah.
In the second season, we kind of got a little bit more loose with it.
Yeah.
And right now, the second season is easily one of the best things I've ever been a part of. Hands down. It's so fun. And everybody in the cast makes me lose it and just constantly.
That is awesome. So, okay, so tell me, are you all music aficionados that you can just go? And are they actually B-sides that you're usually doing, or are they just any song?
So great question about us being music aficionados. No, we're not. I think maybe a couple of us know how to play a couple instruments.
Yeah.
I played bass guitar in high school and I still have it, but oh boy, have I lost.
You were that guy in the band that plays the bass guitar? Like
yes.
in the marching band?
Oh, not the marching band. I was in a punk band.
Oh, yeah?
No, I was in a punk band called Final Score. We did one show before I quit for various reasons.
multiple
reasons.
And we
including...
never spoke again.
Yeah, for the most part. I think I'm friends with a couple of them on Facebook. I don't know.
Well, weirdly enough, we have them all here today. And we're
oh my
bring
God!
Come on down.
Come on down.
Whoa! Haven't seen you guys in 20 years.
That's the best stuff I said about you. I was just kidding. Okay, so now that's so cool. Everybody should check that out. It's on wherever you get your podcasts.
Wherever
Apple,
you get your podcasts.
Blah, blah,
or
blah,
go
blah.
to badguysandbsides.com.
Yeah.
Truly anywhere you can find podcasts, you'll find Bad Guys and B-Sides.
Yeah. All right, I like that. Guignel says punkers can't fucking get along. Of course. I mean, I don't even know how you could keep a punk band together because it's anarchic.
Who said it's a punk band?
Anarchy.
It's anarchy in its nature.
Anarchy in the UK, maybe, but in this band, who knows?
Yeah.
This it's not actually necessarily a punk band.
Right.
There's a bunch of different genres going on, and we'll sometimes improvise songs that we don't know the genre exactly, but our lovely editor Luke will add some stuff together in post to make it seem like we know what we're doing.
That is so cool. So everybody should check that out. I have one other thing I want to ask you about because we're running out of time, unfortunately. And I've got this. I'm going to bring Bloss on. He's going to ask you 3 questions in a speed round.
Okay.
And you're going to have to be really
answer
quick.
them
it's like a
3-minute
minute
fast
thing.
as I can.
Yeah. But the other thing I want to ask you about is this play that you're doing called Mi Abuela.
Yes, Mi Abuela, Queen of Nightmares.
Queen of Nightmares. I practiced it. I got it wrong before we went on, and now I just totally blew it. Tell us about it.
So Mi Abuela, Queen of Nightmares is a stage show. It's a memory play. Yes. Lots of cool stuff going on with effects and magical reality. And it's a story of a young woman recounting her relationship with her mother and through her mother, her grandmother. And it's rooted in a lot of El Salvadorian tradition. I'm so jazzed to be on. I saw this play in its original run.
Yeah.
I loved it. And they then asked me to come on as the terrifying gringo, the role I was born to play.
You are a terrifying gringo too.
I'm a big guy. I'm 6'2".
You're 6'2". You got the gaming chair. You got the gamer's chair. That always totally intimidates me. Not to mention the microphone with the spit guard. That's to keep the spit off the microphone, right?
It's to keep the microphone from spitting on me.
Oh, I see. Yeah. You got one of those liquid microphones. Sprays.
Yeah, you don't?
No, I don't. I can't afford one. And those things are like $1,000.
I stole mine from...
It fell off a truck, right?
Yeah, that's it. It fell off a truck.
Well, that's great. Where's this play happening?
So this next round is happening at Arts on Site.
Yeah.
In New York, we've got 4 shows in 2 days. I have the dates written down. Let me grab those right now. But if you go to Arts on Site, you should be able to find them on October 21st and 22nd at
cool.
6 o'clock, at 6:30 and 8 o'clock, I believe.
All right.
Highly recommend that. You can also just Google Mi Abuela, Queen of Nightmares, and you'll find all the info you need. Joel is also a terrifying gringo. That's nice.
I find it terrifying being together after 20 years. He still can't pronounce abuela. I know. She speaks fluent
Spanish. You got it right there.
And I got it right there, but it took me like 3-4 times. I don't know. I even said abuelita.
Yeah.
Before we got on the show, I was like making up my own. All right.
Well, I mean, if the grandmother playing her is tiny, then I guess it works.
Yeah, a little grandmother. That must be a thing. I wouldn't just make up a Spanish word, right? Okay, so now we're going to do the 3 questions. I'm going to bring Blas on the show. He's going to have the 3 questions ready. I'm going to try it. Maybe we have a timer. All right, here we go. This is going to be scary. Here's a scary little bumper to intro. The only place that's safe. All right,
That was the most peaceful nuclear explosion I've ever seen.
Wasn't it, though? Wasn't it? It's beautiful.
It was really soothing.
Yeah. Okay, I got to get a timer on the screen here. Just one moment. We're going to go 3 minutes. And it's going to be
timer.
Yeah.
I think I did it backwards, so it's going to count to 3 minutes, not go backwards.
No, wait, I've got one.
Oh, you got one? Oh, I love
high
it.
tech, dude. This is high tech. I'm going to put it
all
right
so
under
let me,
space.
I'm sorry.
No, I'll stop it. I'll stop it.
No, he'll stop.
Oh, that would be really
okay, so
unfair.
Aaron, I'm going to ask you 3 questions. This is called 3-2-3 query.
It's not going.
I'm going to ask you 3 questions. When I'm finished asking the last question, the third one, you got 3 minutes to answer them as tight as you can.
Gotcha.
Okay? 3 minutes. No under, no over. If you're under, you better start talking. If you're over.
All right.
So
it's full the time.
Yeah, you have to hit it exactly 3 minutes.
And it's all 3 questions. All 3 questions are taking the full 3 minutes, or it's 3 minutes per question.
All 3 questions. I'm gonna ask you 3 questions.
Cool.
You can answer them in any series you want, but the timer will start after the 3rd question. All right. All right. You ready, Joe?
Bring it on.
Okay.
I'm
this
ready.
is 3-2-3 query.
Okay.
On Joel
this is
Marshall's
called
Lunch
3-2-3 query. We'll have to come up with a bumper for it. This is the first time we've ever done it. It could go terribly wrong. Here we go. We're beginning.
Horrible. Could go horrible.
Now.
I could die.
No. Stop.
What?
Stop. The clock doesn't start till I finish the 3rd question. He gets 3 minutes to answer.
Till you finish the first question?
It could take me a minute. It could take me a minute to ask the 3 questions.
You're gonna ask all 3 questions?
Say go. When I say go.
Wait a minute. You're gonna ask all 3 questions at once?
Pay attention. This is good. It's good.
Bring it the fuck on. Let's go.
I can never do
that. There he goes. Okay, here we go. You ready?
All right, here we go. I go ask a question. Yeah.
Who was your favorite actor you worked with, and on what? What was your favorite
He can't answer it yet until
and why? And what was your favorite actress you worked with, and why?
Ask him again, because I interrupted.
Yeah.
Oh, Joel.
I'm bad at this. Okay.
I need what was the second question?
You ready?
Just do all 3 again.
Yeah.
Who is the favorite actor you've ever worked with, and why? What was the favorite project you worked on, and why? And who is the favorite actress you worked with, and why? Go.
Oh boy. Okay. So my the favorite male actor I've ever worked with, and why? Oh boy. I'm going to come back to that one because this is me stalling for time right there. Favorite project I've ever worked on. I'm having the most fun I've ever had with Bad Guys and B-Sides. I truly can't recommend it enough. Even if you don't give a shit about Dungeons and Dragons, we barely follow the rules. It's more just so we can use it as a storytelling conduit. And everybody I work with on there is so fucking hysterical and makes me want to sharpen my own senses and my abilities. Favorite actress I've ever worked with is I'd say well, this is probably cheating, but I'm going to say it anyway. In Mi Abuela, Queen of Nightmares, there's this wonderful actress, writer, director who I'm working with named Christine Stoddard, who does happened to be my girlfriend, and she's pretty ridiculously talented, and it's I'm always inspired and just excited to be around her. So that's my favorite actress I've ever worked with, and if anybody says any bad words about Christine Stoddard, you just go fuck yourself.
That's right. Fuck them.
Yeah. Blast's gonna get you. Favorite actor I've ever worked with, man. I would have to say, without I can't say. Oh man, it's whoever will. Anytime I'm in a situation where I can play around and do some improv on set, that's my favorite. And anyone who will then give it back to me and push me to new places I wasn't expecting to go, that is absolutely my number one right there. I don't think I have worked with Kamala Lopez, but I do have face blindness, so there's a very good chance I have and completely forgot. Which case, please don't be offended. It takes generally me meeting someone like 8 times before I remember their name. Favorite, I also will give it to Michael Serpy, who's a dear friend of mine. He's been in You Are Not Alone since essentially the beginning. He co-hosts it with me. So yeah, if you want to see us playing together, that's September 24th.
2, 1.
Oh!
Yeah, that was great. Yeah,
Wow.
right. That was good.
Wow.
Those are hard questions.
Aaron,
They weren't like
Aaron, I gotta say,
they weren't like what's your favorite
Bro.
color or something. Some of them like you could get yourself in trouble. It was like really fun. Yeah. Go ahead, Blas.
It's 3 minutes and it doesn't feel like a lot of time, but if if you've thought about that before, you know what I'm saying? You can get ready for it, and you did a really good job. I mean, you did a good job, bro. You came back around to the first question, because what I forgot to tell you, the other rule was I won't repeat the questions. Nobody's allowed to talk to you, or we're not engaging with it. And I'm telling you, for the first time on this show, I think Aaron, bro, you did a very good job.
Hey,
very good job. And I'll tell you,
I'll fucking fill it, baby.
I'll tell you too.
I used to do
the girlfriend props.
Yeah.
The girlfriend props that Kamala was referring to. See, just to remind you again,
Thanks
that's
really
Joel's
fast
wife.
on his feet. Yeah.
So
I figured
girlfriend
as much.
props.
Yeah.
That's big. That's big. That's big.
It's good stuff.
Love to her, bro.
All right.
You got to do that.
I also like how you the chats that came in, you paid attention to them. You even responded to one. So that was, got to get a bit
in the middle of
you're thinking, and then that comes on there. It could totally throw you off.
He's an improv actor. He's moving. He's grooving. He's multitasking. He's listening.
I love having improv actors on the show, except for the smell. It's great. I mean, it's so much fun.
I wish we could do something about the smell.
Yeah.
And just trust that the rest of my tank top from here down is plaid.
Okay, good.
Plaid
and my
or
pants
wet?
are made.
Plaid or wet?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just checking.
Yeah.
Always say yes.
That's America's favorite game show, plaid or wet.
Yes, and he's always with the yes and too. Okay, it's dance break.
I'm gonna come up with plaid or wet.
Plaid or wet. It's a new game show.
I'm playing it constantly.
Plaid or wet. Okay. All right, we got to get into the dance break. Thanks so much for being on the show, Aaron.
Thanks for having me. This was a blast.
So much fun.
Man.
Everybody should see the shows. I have links in the show notes. I'll add some more. Maybe even the pronunciation of abuela. I'll put that in there as well, just for your general knowledge. Thanks everybody for being here. I got a great dance break. It's gonna rock your socks into the next room. It's gonna rock your socks into the next room. I mean, that actually could happen. You could be dancing around and your socks.
It's gonna knock your socks into the next room into a barrel full of crabs.
That's right.
Fighting.
All right, here we go. Dance break time. Yeah, Zepparella. Howard's gonna love this one. Howard or Ronan will love this. Come on! I mean, come on! ever wish Zeppelin were all women? This is for you. She's really doing it too.
If it keeps on raining, levee's going to break. If it keeps on raining, levee's going to break. When the levee breaks, I have no place to stay. Need on the levee, taught me to weep and moan. Lean on the levee, taught me to weep and moan. It's got what it takes to make a mountain man leave his home. Well,
My guitar, harmonica. All they need is a slow banjo.
well, don't it make you feel bad when you're trying to find your way home? You don't know which way to go. If you're going down south, you got nowhere to do. If you don't go to Chicago,
Thanks everybody for being here. Yeah, this is Tina Adams comes in for the I Love This at the very end of the show. So good to see you, Tina. Thanks for being here. And this has been, I'm gonna let him go. You go to the website.